the dormitory because he has all of the answers, and he has a very big heart. So, he oversees all of our different VIA programs that are running this summer in the dormitory, and so you will see him quite a bit. And then, sure.
So let me take the opportunity to introduce my boss, Chan, who is the executive director of VIA, and he oversees all the operations. So not only the programs for the Asian students coming here, but we also have programs where we send fellows to Asia to volunteer in different parts. So Nicolette comes with also a very diverse experience with VIA, so maybe I can have you join me.
And we're going to just go right to introduce Dwight, is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah, and so Dwight, who founded VIA in 1963, so over 50 years ago, he is the founder of VIA, which is based here at Stanford and also in San Francisco. And so I think what we're going to do is start by asking Dwight to say a few words, and then I'll say a few words after that, and then Colin will go on. So, Dwight, all you.
Hey, you guys are supposed to be really tired. But you're not sounding tired. That is really, really great. That's really great. Well, you've probably heard the word welcome many times during the last 24 hours, but let me just add my own word of welcome. We're really glad that you're here, and all the more so because you're continuing an experiment, and it's still kind of an experiment that started with VIA about a decade back. Stanford has been kind of a pioneer in this field, variously called service learning, this kind of thing. And fortunately, we found partners in Asia about a decade ago that were interested in bringing students together to talk more about social entrepreneurship, social innovation. And the exact format has changed a little bit from year to year. But we've gotten a better idea from time to time as to what people really want to learn. And fortunately, Asia in this way is really growing. The interest in this area is much, much greater now than it was earlier. And at the same time, Silicon Valley, where we are, has made it even more evident that there's a social entrepreneurship theme, too, that is really important. So for all those reasons why we really, really welcome you. You know, when I have a chance to get to Asia and meet some of the people who have been in our VIA programs, one thing that they say surprisingly often is that this turned out to be a, quote, life-changing experience. Now, I think that's a very big claim for someone to make, and certainly VIA would never promise you that you're going to have a life-changing experience here. But when I began to ask people about what did they really need and why was it life-changing, I learned that for them, yes, it really was. And when they talk about this, there are all kinds of reasons, but let me just mention one theme that is apparent in what so many people talk about. And that is the experience of talking really deeply with one or more people here. You're going to do a lot of talking here, and frankly, most of that talking is going to be pretty low-key, sometimes silly, oftentimes fun talking. And that's fine. That's exactly what you should be doing. But I'm also telling you this. Look for the opportunities for really deep, serious talking. When someone takes a chance and tells you from their heart what they're really thinking of, what their big dreams, maybe their crazy dreams are, what some of their fears are, when they begin talking about the kind and quality of human being that they want to become, that person gives you a great gift by presenting themselves in that very open fashion. And if you can do that too, you're in for some really great talking and maybe that kind of life-changing experience. Stanford feels really strongly that a lot of education doesn't take place in the classroom. In fact, it particularly takes place in the residence halls. The name of the office that is in charge of all of the dormitories on our campus, it's a really interesting name. It's the Office of Residential Education, because people really do believe that it happens there. Actually, I think that in many ways, midnight dormitory talking can be the most educational hour of your entire day. It doesn't have to be at midnight, and it doesn't have to be in a dormitory. But look for those more casual times when people can really share openly, because those are the times when people oftentimes can really learn, really grow. So once again, welcome. We are really glad that you found us and that we found you, and I think that you're in for a great, great time. Thank you very much.